Hey friend, today we're talking about something that can change your coaching business faster than anything else can. Most coaches think they need more content, more posts, more emails, more tips, but what you actually need is 5 short sound bites that capture attention and they make people want to know more about your coaching. Think about it. Every billion-dollar brand has them, and they say the same handful of phrases over and over and over until customers can repeat them back. Nike has 3 words. Can you guess what those are? They are so simple your brain can't forget them. Just do it. And today I'm going to show you how to build that same kind of clarity for your coaching business. It's called the StoryBrand Soundbite strategy using the acronym PEACE. And once you get it, you're never going to talk about your business the same way again. Let's dive in. So here's the big idea. Most coaches over-explain what they do. They talk about frameworks and strategies and modules and mindset work and breakthroughs and all the things. But the brain doesn't remember long sentences. It remembers short sound bites. A good soundbite grabs attention. It's easy to repeat. It's very easy to understand, and it speaks directly to a problem your client already feels. When you use those same 5 sound bites over and over on your website, in your emails, on your discovery calls, you really start to sound like a brand that people trust. And that's the whole goal of the PEACE framework, to become trustworthy, to become known, and to be top of mind when somebody has the problem that you solved. It gives you 5 tiny sentences that tell a complete story. And we're going to walk through examples of each of them. Today, we're going to build these sound bites the way Donald Miller teaches them: short, punchy, one breath. We've got PEACE as the acronym, remember? And the P stands for problem. This is a question your ideal clients are already asking themselves. It should get an immediate, yes, that's me. So for a financial coach, it might sound like, have you ever worried about money? That's it. Not a paragraph, nothing lengthy, just one line that instantly pulls them in. Now, if someone said, what do you do? And I said, I'm a financial coach, they'd probably be like, huh, okay, well, let's go, you want another drink? But if you said, what do you do? And I said, well, have you ever worried about money? Then you'd have me. Who hasn't worried about money, right? So that's the power of starting with a problem. Then we move into E. E stands for empathy. It shows them that you care. And this is not your whole backstory. It's just one sentence that makes them feel understood. I know how stressful that feels. That is powerful. It's so simple. It's not detailed. It just creates an instant connection and instant trust. The empathy of this. I know how stressful that feels. Okay, that's the second soundbite. That's empathy. Then the third one is A for answer. So imagine your hero, right? Your hero is your client, and they are stuck in a hole. They have a problem, they're in a hole, and they don't know how to get out of it. So the answer is really you peering down into that hole. Number one, you're telling them, I get it, I understand. And then the A, the answer, is you throwing a rope down into that hole. What is the answer to that problem? Book a money clarity session. That's your call to action. You're telling them this is the way to solve that problem. Stop there. Don't explain it. Don't give details. Just use that soundbite. It's your only job to introduce the rope. Then we move into C. Remember, we're in the PEACE framework, P-E-A-C. C stands for change. This is the transformation that you're going to help them achieve. And for many people, this ends up being their tagline. These sound bites become so captivating and so simple and so powerful and clear that once you create them, it'll become clear which one might be a good candidate for your company tagline. So change. What is the transformation you help them achieve? Short, identity-based. We really want to get into the aspirational identity here. So what is a compliment that they'd like to receive? And if I was a financial coach, I would say, I help you get good with money. That's your controlling idea. That is the transformation and the change that you provide. You help people get good with money. And then we end with E, the end result. So E, the end result, paints the after picture of their life. What does their life look like after they've worked with you? Again, one line, keep it simple, keep it visual, so you never have to worry about money again. That is it. You've now told a complete story in under 15 seconds. Okay, let's do a quick review. of all 5 of these sound bites so you can really see how they work together and tell a full and complete story when they're all together. The beautiful thing about these sound bites is that you take them and you sprinkle them into your messaging literally everywhere, on your website, in your social posts, in your spoken language, online. So they're really useful just to infuse into all your messaging. So first, we've got the problem. Have you ever worried about money? That's the problem. You're pulling me in. And then the empathy. I know how stressful that feels. And then the answer, book a money clarity session with me. And then the change, I help you get good with money. And then the end result, so you never have to worry about money again. And that is the whole story. It's simple, it's clear, it's powerful, and most importantly, it captures attention. Remember that house metaphor that we talked about, those 5 steps that go up to a front porch. These sound bites are each of those steps. So you're inviting people, you're getting their attention, and you're inviting them up the stairway to your front porch. Once they get to the front porch, then you can enlighten them with a lot more information and educate them, build more trust and connection, and then you can invite them through your front door, which is to become a paying client. So with the sound bites I just shared with you, you can say them in a coffee shop. You can say them when somebody asks, what do you do? You can put them on your Instagram bio. You can open every single discovery call with it. And this is really what most coaches are missing, a handful of repeatable sound bites that makes their message totally unforgettable. Let me tell you what happens when you start using sound bites like this. People stop saying, oh, that's nice, you're a coach. And they start saying, wait, hold on, tell me more. You instantly look clearer, smarter, and more helpful. And if they are not your ideal client, they know somebody who is. And here's something really important. These sound bites are not meant to explain everything you do. They are meant to pique curiosity, to get attention, to get people engaged with you. That is it. All the details come later. The details come once they're on your front porch. We're just trying to lure them up those steps. And once on the porch, once they're on your call, once they're inside your funnel, you can enlighten them during that phase. But your job right now is just to get them to take that first step. Once you create your sound bites, you're going to use them everywhere. Any place you normally ramble, drop in a sound bite instead, and your message will become clearer overnight. Now, what's the catch? What's the hard part? The hardest part of this whole strategy is not creating the sound bites. It's using them over and over again until you almost get sick of hearing yourself say them. The other thing that can be hard about these sound bites is trying to not say more, right? Trying to make them very short and concise and not add words to your sound bites. Keep them simple, keep them short, one breath, and start to really get them in your bones so you say them without even having to think about them. So repetition builds trust, repetition builds brands, and repetition builds referral. Repeat, repeat, repeat. And when people start repeating your sound bites back to you, that's when you know you have nailed it. All right, let's bring this home. Most coaches don't need more content. You need 5 magic sound bites that sell your coaching on repeat. You got the problem. Have you ever worried about money? You've got empathy. I know how stressful that is. You've got the answer. Schedule a money clarity session with me. You've got the change. I help you get good with money. And then you've got the end result, so you never have to worry about money again. If you want help building your own soundbite strategy, book a money-making messaging call with me. We'll get on a call, we'll look at the current story that you're telling, and we'll talk through how to apply this StoryBrand strategy to your business. Go to reddoorstories.com. That's REDDOOR stories, STORIES.com, and book a call with me. And even if we don't work together, please build your 5 sound bites. Use them everywhere and watch what happens, because the right words used the right way can really change everything. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.